Imagine this, the dead of winter, 1959, in the unforgiving Ural Mountains of Russia. 9 seasoned ski hikers set out on a journey from which they would never return. Our tale begins in the harsh, barren wilderness of the Ural Mountains. 9 young, vibrant lives, brimming with the spirit of adventure, embark on an expedition that promised thrill and camaraderie. Little did they know the chilling destiny that awaited them. The discovery of their abandoned campsite sent a shudder through the spine of the rescue team. A scene of inexplicable chaos awaited them. The tent, their only shield against the biting cold, mercilessly torn open from the inside. As if something, or someone, was desperate to get out. But why? The question hung in the air, as heavy as the snowflakes that continued to fall relentlessly. One by one, the bodies of the hikers were found, each discovery more baffling than the last. Despite the sub-zero temperatures, some were found scantily clad, while others had their clothes charred, as though they had been too close to a fire. The state of their bodies was no less perplexing. No signs of struggle, no external injuries, yet they had met a gruesome end. Autopsy reports suggested a force so strong had caused internal damage, akin to a car crash. But the skin was unbroken, untouched. Theories started to form, each more chilling than the last. Some whispered of a secret government experiment gone wrong, others of a supernatural entity haunting the mountains. Yet none could explain the uncanny circumstances surrounding the incident. The lack of external injuries, the state of the campsite, the tent ripped from the inside. Everything about the incident was unsettling. The lack of tangible evidence, the strange state of the bodies, the eerie silence that followed the hikers into their snowy graves. Even the elements seemed to conspire in this macabre tableau, as the snow fell silently, covering all traces of the incident, as though attempting to bury the secrets with the victims. The Dyatlov Pass incident, a chilling mystery that has puzzled investigators for decades. And so, our journey into the Enigma begins. Fast forward to the present day. An investigator, haunted by the mystery, decides to revisit the case. Intrigued and driven by an insatiable curiosity, our investigator begins to delve into the perplexing enigma of Dyatlov Pass. This isn't just a matter of historical curiosity, it's personal. It's a quest for truth, a search for answers that have eluded many for decades. The first piece of evidence that comes to light is the hiker's diary. The entries, penned in a hurried scrawl, offer a chilling insight into the group's final days. The last entry, dated just one day before the tragedy, is disturbingly ordinary, leaving no hint of the doom that was about to befall them. Then comes the discovery of the hiker's clothing. Inexplicably, some articles were found inside out, as if hastily removed. Others bore traces of radiation, a detail that only deepened the mystery. And what of the tent? Torn apart from the inside, as if the hikers were desperate to escape an unseen terror within. Our investigator, undeterred by the mounting oddities, presses on. The initial theories proposed by the authorities back in the 50s were scrutinized. An avalanche? Unlikely, given the location and the condition of the bodies. Hypothermia? Partially, but it doesn't explain the bizarre circumstances. Wild animals? Surely, not with the injuries sustained. Each theory, once promising, crumbled under the weight of facts. But the journey doesn't end there. The investigator, fueled by determination, delves deeper into the rabbit hole. Unfazed by the dead ends and contradictions, they continue to sift through the evidence, piece by piece, clue by clue. Perhaps it's the allure of the unsolved, the tantalizing mystery that keeps them going. Or perhaps it's the haunting image of the hikers, their lives abruptly cut short in the icy wilderness that drives them. One thing is clear: the truth, whatever it may be, won't surrender easily. But the more the investigator delved into the case, the stranger the evidence became. Theories abound, each more bizarre than the last. From secret government experiments to alien encounters, the investigator sifts through the madness in search of the truth. The first theory our investigator grapples with is that of government interference. Could the hikers have stumbled upon a secret military experiment? Some believe that the Russian government was testing a new weapon or conducting a clandestine operation in the region, and the hikers were unfortunate enough to cross paths with it. But if this were true, wouldn't the government have simply removed all evidence? And yet, the hikers' bodies were found, their tent torn open from the inside. The second theory that surfaces is one of paranormal activity. Could it have been a vengeful spirit or a creature from folklore? The native Mansi people have long spoken of the Mank, a yeti-like creature said to inhabit these mountains. But again, there are contradictions. The hikers' injuries were too severe to have been inflicted by a human, yet not consistent with any known animal attack. Next, our investigator delves into the possibility of an encounter with extraterrestrial life. Could the hikers have been victims of an alien abduction gone wrong? Some point to reports of strange lights in the sky around the time of the incident. But this theory, too, fails to explain all the evidence. There were no signs of radiation or other physical evidence typically associated with UFO encounters. Despite these chilling theories, our investigator remains skeptical. The evidence just doesn't add up. There's something missing, something that doesn't fit into any of these narratives. The investigator's determination to find a rational explanation is unwavering. A piece of the puzzle is still out there, hidden in the snow-covered slopes of Dyatlov Pass. Theories keep piling up, each one more outlandish than the last, each one trying to explain the unexplainable. But the truth remains elusive, obscured by the passage of time and the fog of speculation. Yet, for every theory put forth, there seemed to be a piece of evidence that contradicted it. Despite the exhaustive investigation, many questions remain unanswered. As we delve deeper into the enigma of Dyatlov Pass, we're confronted with a jigsaw puzzle of evidence that refuses to fit neatly together. The first mystery that baffles us is the unknown force that tore open the hikers' tent from the inside. What could have driven 9 experienced ski hikers to abandon the safety of their shelter in sub-zero temperatures? Theories abound, from panic-stricken flight from an unknown threat to a desperate escape from an internal conflict. Yet, none of these theories can fully explain the sheer force that was used to rip open the tent, as if the hikers were fleeing from an unimaginable terror. Next, we grapple with the inexplicable injuries found on the bodies. Autopsy reports reveal that some of the hikers suffered from fractured skulls and broken ribs, injuries too severe to have been caused by a mere fall or stumble. Strangely, there were no external wounds associated with these internal injuries. Moreover, one of the hikers' eyes and tongue were disturbingly missing, with no plausible explanation. These bizarre findings have led some to speculate about a violent altercation, while others suggest a more supernatural cause. And then, there's the puzzling presence of radiation on the hikers' clothing. The levels of radiation were abnormally high, yet there were no known sources of such radiation in the vicinity. This has fueled speculation about secret government experiments or even extraterrestrial involvement. Despite exhaustive research, the source and significance of this radiation remain a mystery. As we sift through the evidence, we're left with more questions than answers. Each new piece of information seems to deepen the mystery, rather than solve it. The chilling circumstances surrounding the Dyatlov Pass incident continue to confound us, and the truth seems as elusive as ever. The perplexing evidence leaves us grappling with an unsettling question. What really happened at Dyatlov Pass? The Dyatlov Pass incident, a mystery as chilling as the snow-covered peaks where it took place. In the heart of Russia's Ural Mountains, 9 ski hikers met a fate that continues to baffle us to this day. Their journey was intended to be one of adventure, but it ended in an unspeakable tragedy. The investigators, even after years of relentless pursuit, have been unable to piece together the puzzle of their untimely demise. We've delved into the disturbing events that unfolded that fateful February night in 1959. We've examined the theories, both plausible and far-fetched, that have cropped up in the decades since. From government interference to paranormal activity, each theory has only added layers to an already dense mystery. We've grappled with the unanswered questions. Why did the hikers tear open their tent from the inside? Why were they found in various states of undress in the freezing cold? And perhaps most perplexing of all, what was the unknown compelling force that the official report mentioned? The Enigma of Dyatlov Pass is a chilling reminder of how much we still don't know. It's a mystery that has withstood the test of time, refusing to yield its secrets to the countless investigators who have dared to probe its depths. It's a tale of adventure turned tragedy, a tale that forces us to confront the limits of our understanding. It's a tale that reminds us of the dangers that can lurk in the most unexpected of places, waiting to ensnare the unwary. Every piece of evidence, every theory, and every unanswered question draws us further into the enigma of Dyatlov Pass, a mystery that is as haunting as it is perplexing. It's a tale that has been told and retold, yet it remains as elusive as ever. As our journey into the enigma of Dyatlov Pass concludes, we are left with more questions than answers, a chilling reminder of the mysteries that still lurk in the shadowy corners of our world.